Keep her in there somehow?
They keep her in there by clipping her wings off.
Okay.
So they cut her wings off. The egg industry. So what you're watching right now is male chicks, because they can't lay eggs. They've just been hatched and they can't lay eggs, so they're a waste product, or they're considered a waste product, so they get put into that macerator. So they basically hatch them. The female chicks go off to the egg industry, and the male chicks just go into a macerator and grind them up alive. So we're an animal rights group. We're called We the Free because we're free, and in our eyes they're not. And so we're showing footage of what happens to animals for food, animal testing, clothing, entertainment, the whole thing. And what we're asking people today is, do you think we need to consume animals in this day and age to survive? No. Do you? Pardon? No. How does it make you feel seeing that footage there of the chicks that you just watched?
Bleak.
Pardon?
Bleak.
Yeah? Why? Why? Go on, no,
Why?
be honest, yeah.
Yes, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing.
It is a sad thing. I think it's because they're so innocent looking, aren't they? Those little yellow fluffy chicks. And do you eat eggs yourself?
I have done in the past a lot, not
so much?
nowadays.
Okay. Are you vegan yourself then?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, pretty much.
How long have you been vegan? Pretty much. What's stopping you?
See, I like that you can, celebrate the small successes. To me, that's why I say bleak, because it's like, I mean, look at how huge that hole is, and that's obviously just one, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah. That's just one of this standard practice.
There's nothing wrong with celebrating small successes.
But what's stopping you then from going vegan? Because you said you're pretty much vegan. What's stopping you being vegan?
What do I eat? I don't eat dairy. I don't eat eggs. Yeah, I guess I'm vegan. I guess the last thing is that I don't know how I feel about honey, nowadays. I mean, I buy the kind of, organic, raw, whatever, fair trade honey, but I don't know. I don't know if it's I mean, on one hand, I think it's like it's a sacred thing to eat honey, but then it's like that thing of, do I need to?
Yeah, well, the thing is with honey, it's kind of excuse the pun, it's a sticking point, right, for vegans. So my thing on honey is, I was just saying when I first went vegan, I was like, I don't get why honey's not vegan. It's an animal byproduct. What happens as well, I wasn't aware of this until I went vegan. With these honey places, what they do to keep the queen from moving on, because if the queen moves on, the bees follow her, and they lose their little honey pot, right?
So they keep her in there somehow?
They keep her in there by clipping her wings off.
Okay.
So they cut her wings off. What they also do is artificially inseminate bees. Now, I didn't think that was possible, but they take the sac from the male bee, and then they artificially inseminate the female bee.
Does that mean stop them being able to mate? Is that
they artificially inseminate her to make her pregnant.
Oh, I see.
So,
like they do with cows.
Like they do with cows, yeah. They do the same thing with bees.
Yeah.
And also, when bees make honey, why do you think bees make honey?
Do I know? Is it for food?
Yeah, it's their food source.
Right.
It's to help them survive over the winter months, okay?
I see.
So if we're taking their food source, then they've got nothing to eat, right?
And does it maybe, I don't know if bees can get distressed, but maybe it would distress them as well, taking their food.
Yeah, and
we
upset
something.
Yeah, and the fact that we have to blow them with smoke to take their honey away.
Right.
To
so
stop
basically
them.
The whole process is not good,
No, and there are options out there. So there's maple syrup, there's agave syrup, there's many other things that you can have instead of honey.
Yeah.
And the other thing with honey is we've bred these honeybees. They're a certain breed. There are actually hundreds of breeds of bees, right? But the honeybees are dying out, right? Everyone knows that. What's happening is these bees that we mate and we use for our honey, they're carrying diseases and they spread the diseases, and that's, Have you heard of a guy called Earthling Ed? Right, he does a really good video on YouTube about why honey isn't vegan. I recommend you watch that and check it out. It's a really good one.
Even just the stuff you've said so far, I feel like I'm pretty much sold.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I've just turned you vegan.
You've turned me vegan.
Amazing, win-win. I'll give you a card anyway and have a look. If you want to ever come and join us and help us and talk to the public, all we do is, like I've just done to you today, we wait people to watch the screen for a little bit, and then we go over to them and have a little chat and try and get them to go vegan.
Do you, in terms of the, I mean, international situation, that's probably as complex as it gets, but in terms of, I guess, the national situation, do you see things kind of going in the right direction with these sorts of...
For veganism?
Places? Well, I mean...
Or
like
these protests, you mean?
Cows and chickens.
Yeah.
I mean, because for me, it's like the big things is like the cows, the bad treatment of cows, stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is like probably the worst stuff that goes on, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
but it's standard practice is RSPCA.
I mean, in terms of like the legislation, for example, are things going in the right direction, or is
for me, it's never. I mean, they're in Germany. I think they're doing it now, where they're checking the eggs to make sure they're female. They've got something in place so they can only breed female chicks rather than male chicks, so less male chicks die.
Okay.
Which is a great thing. But the female chicks are still being bred into existence, and they're still having their beaks clipped, and they're still being used. So the only thing for me is to go vegan, and I think in the 4.5 years that I've been vegan, I'm definitely seeing a shift. There are so many more products around, and veganuary gets bigger every year.
It is veganuary, right?
Yeah, it is veganuary right now, and it gets bigger every year. And I do think it's going to change. I don't think I'm going to see a vegan world in my lifetime, sadly, but we just need that tipping point. But yeah, if you ever want to come and join us at a protest, you are more than welcome to. We do the second weekend in Bath. No, sorry, it's the third weekend right now, isn't it? Is it the third? Yeah, third weekend. Yeah. So third weekend in Bath, we're here every that Saturday, and then we do one in Bristol as well.
Right. Fair play, man. Well, you know anywhere I can get a vegan breakfast?
Not a vegan breakfast, but there is a really nice cafe around the corner. So it's called Green. Oh, let me have a look.
Green something.
The Green Rocket.
Green Rocket?
Yes.
I'll find it.
There's amazing food. What's your name?
Aaron.
Nice to meet you, Rebecca. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, and you know, well done for putting the effort in, because
someone has to. What they're going through is way worse than me standing out in the cold for 3 hours.
It's like they don't have any, they can't represent themselves.
Exactly. And if they could talk, what would they say?
Yeah. Anyway, have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for stopping. Oh, it's been such a lovely day.
What?
It's been such a lovely day. Yeah.